So yeah, hold on. This video is going to be very long to the end. Just hold on. I was scrolling online and I saw a video. So I said, let me play it and then let me show you my comments on it.
I don't believe the Bible. I don't believe the Quran. I don't believe any one of these religious books out there. And I used to believe the Bible before. I used to believe it before, but I don't anymore. And I'm going to give you a very, very simple illustration that explains one of the reasons why I don't believe them anymore. Say you get born into this world. Say you get born into this world and you didn't meet your dad. You don't even know him. You grew up knowing nothing about him. You haven't seen him before. All you got left was a book, a letter from him. He left you a letter. The people in your life gave you the letter and said, look, this letter was left by your dad. Your dad is not dead. He's somewhere out there. This letter will tell you about him. And this letter will give you the directions on how to go and find him. And the thing is that it's not as if your dad is in jail somewhere. It's not as if he's dead. It's not as if he doesn't have the means to come be in your life, to be there when you were born. In fact, your dad is the richest person in the world, the most powerful person in the world. But somehow he doesn't want to connect with you directly. He wrote a letter down and he wants you to use that letter to find him, to get to know him and find him. Would you go find that dad? Would you go and find him? If I were the one, even if I go find him, I wouldn't find him because I want to get to know him. I wouldn't find him because I want to be in his life, because I want to connect with him. I would find him just to know the piece of shit that gave birth to me, that caused my birth. That's the only reason I would find him. Yet that is what these religions of today are telling us. They are telling us that God, even though he is the most powerful person in the world, he is the most powerful person in the world. But instead of connecting with us directly, he wrote a book, the Bible, the Quran. He wrote these books that we should read it and find him. She's stupid, man. It's very, very stupid. It screams fake. It screams made up. Because if God really wants...
This is a video. And I saw it at first, I looked at it and then I wanted to just scroll past it. Then I found out that there's actually somebody out there that may stumble on this video and may need a bit of light and context on it. So this guy spoke about this particular story, about why he doesn't believe in any religion at all. And then he explained that because he's wondering why his dad, God in this context now, would just want to give a letter and say you need to know him through that letter. And then if he is the king of all the earth, as he claims to be, why is it that this God now decided that he's not going to come and meet with you directly and he wants you to know him through the letter? Now the letter in this context, I believe, should be the Bible. Now, this is where this whole thing is not adding up. When you want to give a story like this, make sure that every single part of it is in context. Give a proper story about why you don't believe in God. Make sure you connect everything that cuts across the whole Bible. That's when we can be able to believe that your submission is valid. Now, when you're speaking about this dad giving a letter, you didn't speak about this same dad giving his spirit to his children to dwell in them. That context. You didn't speak about saying that the letter that he gave was not him just giving a direct letter. It was a compilation of many authors. Many people actually brought out different stories that were compiled together in the Bible. We don't have much time for this video. I would have gone down into explaining how the Bible came to come into being before it was even eventually passed across to us. The problem becomes when you see the Bible as just the letter alone that you get to use to know God. That's not the whole context. So there's a part, if you watch that video, where he actually said, I used to believe the Bible before, but I don't believe it anymore. What was actually the reason why you used to believe the Bible before? That context was left out. Many of these things happen because maybe there's a part of the Bible that you feel doesn't just suit you at the moment, or probably something happened with you and you feel like this Bible is not worth believing anymore. That's where the problem comes into play. So you used to believe it before. The question is, why don't you believe it anymore? And then you pick out a story out of everything you can deduce together that a dad decides to go on a journey and then he says, take this letter, and then this is the letter you get to use to get to know me. And that's not the truth of it. God is not in any journey. God is here. As I'm shooting this video, God is in this place. That is the belief I have. God is everywhere around. God, this same Father, you forgot to mention it in your story, that this same Father exists everywhere at the same time and at the same moment. This same Father. So where is the context of this story coming from? How can you say that just the letter is what we get to use to know him when he exists everywhere? There's also a part of this video where he said that the letter, which is the Bible, was given to get to find him and to get to know him. There's a part of this which is correct, but there's also another part of it which is incorrect. There are many people that have encountered God without even coming in contact with the Bible. There are many people that got to meet with God before getting to meet with the Bible, per se. So the Bible helps us to know more about God, which is correct, but it's because there are certain people that have worked with God, their experiences were documented. I was speaking with one of my friends not so long, and he said that some of the things that we see in the Bible are true life stories there to encourage our faith, help us understand, help us know more about God. But the thing is, you can't box God. You can't put God in a particular way and say, this is how God will move. That's why he's God. That's why it's not you. So did he really leave us? Did he really forsake us and say we should just get to know him from a letter? So these are the things you need to be able to correct your heart on. So I'm saying this particular video because of someone that may actually have come across this video and is beginning to doubt their faith that, is God actually real? From this story I'm checking out, God is real. I also have something to share on this particular video, something that probably I did not share, and you want to strengthen someone's faith, you can share it in the comment section. Make sure that you're able to properly share it with every form of understanding, and there are no need for abuses or anything. Just make sure you share it critically and help someone's faith. I'll see you in my next video.